Oh, oh. Time to dump on Palantir. Woo! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a fake boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. Go buy my book. My sales are collapsing. I need the money, baby. Yeah. And today, we're starting a new series dumping on all of the stupid SPACs that the amazing geniuses of Palantir, all the amazing SPACs that Palantir has bought. Because I remember reading a long time ago that Palantir had invested in all of these SPACs because, they're geniuses and they bought gold and stuff like that. They're just so smart. And Alex Karp, he's got crazy hair. And it's Palantir, bro. It went up a lot and then it crashed. And I decided to dig in a little bit and see what Palantir invested in. And I'm going to show you the absolute destruction that has occurred to Palantir's investments in all these clownish SPACs. So in today's episode of Clownish Palantir SPACs, we're going to look at Celularity. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. So I pulled up the Palantir 2021 10K, and they said they did a bunch of purchases of companies. I was like, okay, cool. So here's the list: Celularity, Faraday. I don't know. I haven't heard any of this freaking crap except for Wejo, which is, I remember that being just a clownish disaster. We'll follow up on that. But they invested in Celularity and they purchased, it looks like, $20 million of shares in Celularity. So let's go and see the announcement. Where is it? Celularity enters into multi-year strategic partnership with Palantir. Celularity is to leverage Palantir's next-gen software and computational capabilities with their deep cellular data set. Partnership includes equity investment. Investment, combined with previously announced PIPE investment, brings over $100 million in new funding. So Celularity, which we'll get into the details, which it's right under it, is this biotech. We'll see. But they got $100 million of funding, and $20 million of that came from the geniuses at Palantir because they're a great company. They're perfect, and they make great decisions, okay? So this is their initial investment. They talk about Palantir, and there's actually some details in Celularity's 10K talking more about their agreement with Palantir. Now, let's go ahead and look at Celularity's 10K. And the first thing we're going to do is Control F and find Palantir. So here they talk about the financing. So remember, Palantir invested roughly $20 million into this company. And where is it at? Let's see. Pursuant to the subscription agreement entered into by GX with Palantir Technologies on May 5th, 2021, Palantir purchased 2 million shares of Class A common stock at a price of $10 per share. And let's go look at the price now. So Palantir paid $10 a share, and now the stock price is $2.27 per share. And look at the wild fluctuations of this company. Like, Palantir invests, they merge, they merge with the SPAC, and now they're publicly traded. And then it instantly freaking collapses to $4. Then it shoots up for whatever clownish reason, and now it's absolutely been utterly obliterated. I mean, you guys think FABA's decline is bad? Woo, boy! Palantir ain't as good as investor as I am, I can tell you that. So let's read more about this company, and then we're going to go look at the financials, okay? So Palantir is down roughly 80%, and this is a clown company. So what does this company do? Well, for the life of me, I cannot understand what they do. We are a clinically based biotechnology company leading the next evolution in cellular medicine by developing off-the-shelf placental-derived allogenic cell therapies for the treatment of cancer and immune and infection diseases. So apparently, I guess there's some miracle drug inside a placenta, which if you don't know what that is, it's like this sac when a woman gets impregnated by Chad. by Chad T. There's this sac, and it like provides nutrients to the baby. And when the woman gives birth, this placenta comes out after the baby. And I've seen one, and it's freaking gross. We're not going to pull up a picture. But basically, they're a biotech company that's doing research into placentas. Okay, whatever. And that can somehow help us treat cancer or whatever. Now, let's go ahead and read some of the risk factors. Let's see. We'll go look at the auditor's report, too. We have incurred net losses in every period since our inception. We have zero cellular, and this was as of 2021. I wonder if the spike came from some potential, patent they almost got or whatever, and then it crashed because it fell through. That's my guess. Approved for commercial sale. We anticipate we will incur substantial net losses in the future. And we'll skip one line down. Our historical operating results indicate substantial doubt exists related to our ability to continue as a going concern. What does that mean? Well, in accounting speak, what that means is this company might not survive. It could go bankrupt, okay? Because you can look at a company's financials and you can see it's an absolute disaster. I'm surprised the auditors haven't done that to a tattooed ball sack, but maybe they know more than I do. Maybe Jeremy knows more than I do. Let's go find let's go look at the financials. I think the auditor's report is. Okay, here's the auditor's report. We've audited the financials. In our opinion, the financial statements present fairly in all material respects the position. Okay, so at least the accountants at this company are good. You can't say that for Tattoo Trucker's sweaty putrescent nutsack. And it was audited by Deloitte, one of the big four, bro. The company financial statements have been prepared assuming that the company will continue as a going concern. As noted, the company has suffered recurring losses from operations since inception. Palantir, let's buy this, bro, has an expectation of continued operating losses and needs to raise additional capital that raise substantial doubt about its ability to continue as a going concern. This is why you should read the auditor's report, okay? Number one, you want to see if the financial statements present fairly in all material respects the results of the company. And number two, the auditors basically say this clown company could potentially go bankrupt within a year. And that's all I care about auditing. So we can look at the financial statements, right? Let's look at current assets. So as of December 31st, 2021, they had $59 million in current assets. And they had current liabilities of $26 million. So as of this statement, they weren't going to go bankrupt, but they're also burning cash hand over fist, as you'll see. Okay. Total long-term assets. Let's see. Roughly 350 million. And then long-term liabilities, roughly 200 and something. And a big part of their liabilities are acquisition-related contingent consideration. Now, I don't know the details of that, but basically what that means is they may have to pay out money to certain individuals if certain metrics are met. Okay, that's what contingent means. It's possible that they have to pay this out. And based on the rules of accounting, you have to sometimes put that in the financial statements. Okay, so overall, looking at the balance sheet position, it's not the worst. However, let's go look at the profit and loss. Now, this is obviously a Palantir type company that, Palantir would invest in because they're massively speculative. As a matter of fact, they only made $21 million of revenue in 2021, and they had a loss from operations of $110 million. Let's buy this, bro. It's a good investment, bro. It's the future, bro. Yeah, it's the future, bro. And their loss would have been way worse. I can see that right here. But this actually helped them a little bit. Change in fair value of contingent consideration liability. So I guess they didn't meet a metric and their liability went down, okay, because they suck. So overall, their net loss from operations, which is absolutely horrendous, ungodly bad. And this understates how freaking bad this loss from operation is. If you take out the that fair value of contingent consideration, their actual loss, oops, I did the wrong way. 109,059 plus 41,145 is $150 million. So theoretically, in my eyes, they made $21 million of revenue in 2021, and they lost $150 million. But it's the future, bro. But Tesla, bro, it's the future, bro. Yeah, okay. So massive, massive unprofitability. But you know, it's Palantir, yeah. Now look at this. Look at the cash burn. $110 million. $110 million. Oh my freaking lordy. Oh lordy. So Palantir looks at this company and they say, okay, you know, balance sheet's okay, not the best, not the worst. Income statement is absolutely horrendous, like just unspeakably bad. And they look at this, they look at the statement of cash flows, which I'm sure they did, right? And this company burned $110 million in cash, gone, poof, in a year. And the year before that, they burned $63 million in cash. Okay. So basically, what kept them afloat was all the financing. That's how they basically survived. They took all the money that these companies gave them, including Palantir, which they broke out specially, and they burned Palantir's investment in roughly 2 or 3 months. So Palantir put 20 million in, and it was gone in 2 or 3 months, and it's gone. Palantir is clownish. Okay, I cannot wait to go through all these companies and see how stupid management was for agreeing to this. And what does Palantir get out of this? I remember they had some kind of agreement with Palantir where they were paying Palantir like $6,000 a year, literally $6,000 somewhere in here. I can find it. Okay. On May 5th, Legacy Celularity, it will pay $40,000 over 5 years, $40,000 for access to Palantir's Foundry platform. So basically, Palantir's like, okay, we're going to give you $20 million, even though you're unprofitable, massively unprofitable trash, and you're burning cash hand over fist. And in return, you'll pay us $40K over 5 years. Oh my God. How can you deny, like, who made these freaking decisions? This is just not good. But it's the future, bro. How should I cold approach again and show her how much? Yes, that would get you the cheeks. You can go ahead and smack me in the nutsack. Average cost $13. John Anthony told me Alex Carp does you know what to a new chick every week. That's interesting. But anyway, all right. I wanted to show you episode 1 of the clownish SPACs that Palantir invested in. And eventually, I can't wait to get to Weejo. I think you're shadow banned. Never get notifications when you go live, even with notifications on. Jeremy or Scott. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, my subs are starting to go up again, finally, after that bot attack. I think that bot attack really did hurt my channel. But it wasn't Scott. No, he's a good guy. And then he was complaining about Meat Kevin. Meat Kevin might have botted me. Oh, not fair. And then he bots everybody else, and it's not a big deal. What a freaking loser. All right, guys, that's it. I think I'm done for the night, maybe. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. Cheers.